The biggest hair loss conflicts we see in men versus women. In men, it's usually, I can't find the right partner. Everything is going well in my life. I have no stress, but I'm still losing my hair. And in women, it's always, why can't I keep a man? Why can't I create a home? So there's a bit of an imbalance here. These two are actually related. They both deal with the same thing. Both men and women lose their hair when they have this basic unmet need. But what is that need? What do these two seemingly completely different issues have in common? Let's get into it. We were all taught from a very early age that someone or something out there is going to complete us, that we're going to find our other half, we're going to meet our Prince Charming, or our Mr. or Mrs. Right, and then we will finally be happy. And until we find that person, we're just sort of incomplete and searching and searching and searching. And often, when we find somebody who checks most of the boxes and we get into a relationship, we expect to finally feel whole, but we don't. We still feel like there's something missing. That's because our culture has lied to us. There's no one out there that's going to complete us. No one's coming to save us. We are already whole and complete. We don't need anybody to finish what we started. We are enough. We are complete. We are perfect the way we are. We don't need to be fixed. This brings us to today's case example. This is a young man who came to me for help. He was devastated by the hair he had lost. He sent me these photos. He said his hair was falling out in clumps. He said he would find little patches of hair on his pillowcase in the morning. He said he felt so insecure. He said he couldn't stop looking at his hair in the mirror. He was ready to try anything to get his hair back. Now, if you look at these photos, what do you see? You see somebody who has lots of hair. You may think, well, he's full of BS. If he has this much hair, how could he possibly have patches of hair missing? Well, let me show you what he meant. Here's what he looked like a few months ago. His hair is now growing back, and so, what happened between these two photos? What changed? Well, he went through a breakup and his hair fell out. That happens to a lot of people. When someone experiences a breakup, a divorce, a death, some kind of loss, they often lose their hair. Usually it comes back once they get over the trauma, but his didn't come back, and so he came to me. Now, like most people who come to me, he told me everything seemed fine on the outside. People at work didn't know. People at school didn't know. His friends didn't know. Nobody knew how devastated he was inside. He said he would go to sleep every night, fantasizing about getting back together with his ex. He said he would wake up in the middle of the night thinking about her and crying. He said he would scroll through her social media posts over and over again. He said he was desperate to get her back. And then he told me something really important. He said, as soon as I met somebody new, somebody really special, my hair started growing back. Now, this isn't uncommon. We see this a lot in our practice. A lot of times people will experience hair loss, trauma-related hair loss, and then it will grow back when they meet somebody new. Some people even say their hair grows back when they get married. And now you might be thinking, but that doesn't make any sense. How could meeting somebody new cause your hair to stop falling out? How could your hair suddenly start growing back when you get into a new relationship? Well, here's the thing. When this young man was in love with his ex, he wasn't living. He was surviving. He was stuck in the past. All he could think about was getting her back. All he could do was cry and scream and beg and plead. He wasn't engaging with the world around him. He wasn't doing the things he loved. He wasn't being the fun, silly, quirky, creative, interesting person that he is. So when he met someone new, someone who made him laugh, someone who made him feel alive again, he got out of his head. He stopped focusing on the past and he started focusing on the present. He stopped focusing on the ex and he started focusing on the new person. He stopped focusing on surviving and he started living again. And that caused his hair to stop falling out and grow back in. You see, there's a bit of a misconception here. We think, oh, she caused my hair to grow back. She's the reason why I stopped losing my hair. But that's not exactly true. She didn't cause anything. She didn't do anything. The only thing she did was help him get out of his own head. She helped him stop focusing on the past. She helped him start living again. He stopped losing his hair because he stopped focusing on the past and started focusing on the present. Now, some of you may be thinking, yeah, but I've been single for years and my hair is still falling out. How does this apply to me? Well, here's the thing. It's not about being in a relationship. It's about getting out of your head. It's about stopping to focus on the past and start living in the present. So if you're single and you're losing your hair, you need to find something else to focus on besides the past. You need to find a hobby, a passion project, something that makes you feel alive. You need to throw yourself into the present moment. You need to immerse yourself in the things you love. If you're in a long-term, unfulfilling relationship, you need to either fix it or leave it. You can't stay stuck in the middle. You can't keep hoping that someday it's going to get better, because it probably won't. You need to move forward. You need to stop focusing on the past and start living in the present. Now, if you're saying, well, that's easy for you to say, but I have responsibilities, I have kids, I have a mortgage, I can't just pick up and leave, then you need to learn how to be happy where you are. You need to learn how to find joy in the present moment. You need to learn how to live a life that you're proud of. Because here's the thing, when you're in a long-term, unfulfilling relationship, you're basically wasting your life. You're basically putting your happiness on hold. You're basically convincing yourself that someday you're going to be happy. And that's just not how life works. Life isn't fair. Things aren't always going to be 50-50. You're going to have to put in more work than you get out. Sometimes life is going to be hard. Sometimes it's going to suck. Sometimes you're going to lose your hair. But you can't use that as an excuse to stop living. You can't use that as an excuse to stop enjoying your life. You can't use that as an excuse to stop being grateful for the things you have. Because here's the thing, gratitude is the key to happiness. Gratitude is the key to living a life that you're proud of. Gratitude is the key to not losing your hair. If you want to learn how to be grateful, if you want to learn how to find joy in the present moment, if you want to learn how to live a life that you're proud of, then I encourage you to watch more of our videos. We have a ton of content on this topic. Just search for more. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has helped you. Please follow for more insights into the mind-body connection. We make medically accurate videos that help you understand the weird, unexplainable things that happen to our bodies. Mind Body Green is on a mission to make you the healthiest UVA ever been, and we want to help you get your hair back. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.